you about a Christmas movie project I am excited to do. And I saw on Insta Stories, Tia from the channel Tia and All the Books made a template for 25 days of Christmas movies, or the 25 movies of Christmas. And each day when you watch one, you put a picture of it up on the template and it looks beautiful all together. And I thought, I want to do that. But I also have a lot that I want to read in the month. So I thought I'm going to expand it. And the day after Thanksgiving, or even Thanksgiving evening, I am comfortable watching Christmas movies. One year I did start watching Christmas movies the very beginning of November, and then unfortunately it kind of sapped my joy. By the time December had rolled around, it made watching Christmas movies, listening to Christmas music just less exciting. So I will be waiting until at least Thanksgiving Day, and then expanding it actually throughout the 6th of January, because the 12 days of Christmas begin on Christmas Day, the 25th, and go through the 6th of January. And last year we just decided to leave our Christmas tree up all through January, and it was lovely because it feels sad after Christmas is over, and who is going to stop you from watching Christmas movies and listening to Christmas music in January? So, it could be I wouldn't get to 25 movies by January 6th, and I might just keep this going. I don't know. But I want to tell you about the movies I have on my list. And my plan is every week in December and then through January 6th to do like a Friday update. So including the books that I have been reading and I'm planning on reading in the next week, and also the movies that I watch. So I hope for those of you that are kind of Christmas movie obsessed like me, you will appreciate this. So I did not include some favorite movies that I just don't feel the urge to watch again this year. That is something that's actually happened with a few favorites, and it bums me out. But I have just made a big list. And I am also, pardon me while I look away at the screen where everything's written. So I also am going to get a subscription to Friendly, and it is for $6 a month. You have access to all 3 Hallmark channels. So that's Hallmark mystery movies and mysteries. I don't even know because I don't have cable normally, but there's 3 Hallmark channels apparently. And I know Hallmark Christmas movies have a certain reputation, but I am one of those who can really enjoy them. So I have I made my list of my favorites or ones that people recommended for me to watch. And then I will, not list any of the Hallmark ones because the plots all blend together if you haven't watched them, and I'll talk about them once I've actually watched them in my Friday update videos later on this month. Okay, sorry, without further ado, the first one that was suggested to me on Instagram, and I have never seen it, never even heard of it, is called Snow Cake with Alan Rickman. I don't even know what it's about, but I'm putting the picture here to document it and to remember it for later. Then one that I am surprised I have never watched, and I will definitely make an effort to watch it, and that is Scrooge with Albert Finney. I love A Christmas Carol, and I love many different film versions of it, so I am definitely open to trying this, and this was recommended to me from my friend Claire, who's been a subscriber for a while, and she and I have very similar tastes. We both are obsessed with Rosamund Pilcher, and we love Victorian literature. She read Romola with me in January, and I just am going to trust her recommendation of watching Scrooge. Then a couple people recommended Die Hard, like LOL, but Die Hard does kind of count. And I thought, you know what, why knock it unless you've tried it? So I will be trying Die Hard. I don't know if I'm going to like it. We will see. It's not my typical wheelhouse, but you know what? I love Jaws also, and that's not kind of like a typical Kate movie. So then Klaus, which is on Netflix. This is a Santa Claus origin story, and I was really pleasantly surprised by it last year, how well done it was. Visually, it's just absolutely stunning, and Peter really enjoyed it, so I want to watch it again. Then Jingle Jangle, which is a new Netflix movie, and it's a children's movie, and it's really cool. It's set in the Victorian era. It's a musical, which I can be hit or miss with musicals, but if there aren't too many musical numbers, I can like it. Then The Preacher's Wife. I have not seen this in years, but then that also makes me think that maybe I should add The Bishop's Wife, which I haven't seen in years. I do love Cary Grant a lot, so maybe I would just watch both of those back to back. Then Over Christmas, which is, I can't tell from the preview what country it's from, but it looks to be a Scandinavian country that Netflix partnered with, a company, film production company over there, and made this kind of, I don't know what the vibe, like it's very like true to life. Basically his girlfriend dumps him, and then it's Christmas time and his brother shows up with his ex-girlfriend. And so it is an awkward Christmas, but it looks amusing. Then Operation Christmas Drop. This is a new Netflix movie where someone has to investigate, like they're giving gifts and things to islanders using tax dollars. The soldiers are doing this at a base where they're where they're living, and there's this hate to love kind of thing. She can't stand this guy when she first meets him. She thinks he's so arrogant. She's really buttoned up, and I love that kind of thing. I love the like sparks flying immediately, so it looks fun and cute. Then there's a new Dolly Parton Christmas musical, in addition to her Christmas album that she's releasing this year. So she's been a busy woman, called Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square. Again, hit or miss with new to me musicals. We'll see what I think. Then The Night Before Christmas. This is a Netflix original movie. I watched it 2 times last year, and I'm not usually that kind of person, but I just really liked this. I was a like diehard High School Musical fan, and now it makes me sad to watch it without one of my good friends that we just watched it so much together in college, ironically. So anyhow, I really loved The Night Before Christmas. This knight time travels from the medieval era into the modern day, and he's very confused about the new world that he's in. And it was just very fun, very cute, and I love Vanessa Hudgens. And then I lost my place. Christmas Inheritance. This is a Netflix original one, and all these titles blend together, so I'll be honest, can't remember what this one is about. Then classic that I watch every year, Muppet's Christmas Carol. Ideally, I watch it Christmas Eve. I don't know what our plans are exactly, like with all my family on Christmas Eve, so I might watch it a little bit earlier, but I did, growing up, like to save it for Christmas Eve because of the song, There's Only One More Sleep Till Christmas. Next on the list is another Netflix one, Dash and Lily, and this is kind of like You've Got Mail set at Christmas time, where this guy and girl are leaving notes for each other, and then eventually they're going to meet, and it's set at Christmas time, and it looks romantic and sweet. Then The Princess Switched Again. This is another Vanessa Hudgens Netflix Christmas movie, and this is a sequel to The Princess Switch, where there's 2 of them. She's playing 2 roles, Vanessa Hudgens is, and one of them is a princess, and she looks remarkably like this other just like small town girl, and they switch places, and they both end up falling in love, and it's very sweet. So this is the sequel to that, and I would love to see it. Then The Grinch, which is on Netflix still, another year. This was made by the same people that made Despicable Me. Again, another pleasant surprise. I did not have high expectations for this because I'm very loyal to the next film I have on the list, which is the 60s cartoon of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I don't like the Jim Carrey Grinch, and so I was expecting to not like it, and I loved it. Then Charlie Brown Christmas. Need I say more? It's just amazing. Okay, then a throwback that is totally in like the Hallmark Christmas movie vein of things, called Borrowed Hearts, where there is a business executive who's trying to clinch this really big deal with a high, business owner who's coming into town right around Christmas time. And this business executive's kind of like right-hand man says, you need to look like you have a family. He's not going to want to make a deal with you if you're not a family man. Family is very important to him. So then it ends up that our high-end executive ends up hiring a wife, a woman and her daughter to pose as his wife and daughter. And you can guess, spoiler alert, they may or may not fall in love. So it's from the 90s. It's been about 5 years since I watched it. I want to watch it again. Then It's a Wonderful Life. This is a classic that I just love, and I never get tired of it. Jimmy Stewart in this film is just everything, and I have plans to watch this with Becky and Bethany, because Bethany has never seen it. My friends from Talking Amongst Our Shelves, the live show. And then The Shop Around the Corner. This one I will watch closer to New Year's, because it does include some Christmas, but it also includes New Year's things, so I think it's fun to have films for that as well. And this is, it's the original You've Got Mail. And I definitely think I prefer it actually to You've Got Mail. I really like You've Got Mail, but I just really like The Shop Around the Corner. Again, Jimmy Stewart. And in this one, instead of emailing, they write letters to one another. They are pen pals and they work in the same shop, but they don't realize that they know each other through letter. Then two kind of more modern Christmas favorites, The Holiday and Love Actually. I don't know why I kind of grouped these together. I think because they were made around the same time, but The Holiday is when two women whose lives are a mess, one from England, one from LA, swap houses around Christmas time. And it is lovely and delightful and everything you want out of a Christmas movie. And Love Actually is kind of like a Anthony Trollope or Charles Dickens novel in that you have about 8 or 9 different subplots going on, and eventually all the characters interweave together, and you see how the plot lines relate to each other. Then the Patrick Stewart A Christmas Carol. It's been a couple of years since I watched this one, and I really, really like it. Then The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. This, I love it. It's got so many funny one-liners, and I definitely want to watch it. Then a very loose Christmas one, but I qualify it, I count it, and that is Sleepless in Seattle, because Thanksgiving and Christmas happen in it. And it's just incredibly cozy. Then Eloise at Christmas. This was a made-for-TV movie in the early 2000s. I adore it. It's very larger than life, and it is just dripping with Christmas, which I love. Then Christmas with the Cranks. This is a more I don't know what I want to say. It is it's, not going to be the most amazing production, but it is just fun, where this couple have decided to skip Christmas because their only daughter won't be coming home. And so they have bought cruise tickets, and then she lets them know last minute that she's coming home, and she's so excited for their annual Christmas Eve party they always have. And so they have to throw everything together in 48 hours. Babes in Toyland. So I have I don't think I've ever seen this one. This is from 1961, and it has Annette Funicello, who I just adore. So I really want to see that. Then one that I think somehow I didn't see growing up, and I want to watch it now, is I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I never watched it. I think it just involves him trying to get home for Christmas. I don't even really know. White Christmas, a classic that so many love, and I do as well. It's not quite as full of Christmas as you might think if you've never seen it, but it's just very fun. Then An Old-Fashioned Christmas. This was a made-for-TV movie based off of Louisa May Alcott's short story. So at Thanksgiving, I am planning on watching An Old-Fashioned Thanksgiving, and this is a sequel to that. Then Jula Turina, which is I think it's a Scandinavian film that's on Amazon Prime, and it is a fantasy kind of Christmas movie. I don't even really know what to expect, but I meant to watch it last year and it didn't happen. Okay, then I have here several films, and I just realized something. So sorry, I will get to that. So I bought this mashup DVD last year because I wanted to watch It Happened on Fifth Avenue. Now, I really liked it as far as movies go. It was not quite as Christmassy as I was hoping. Christmas Dinner is featured in it, but that's about it. So I was kind of surprised it's hailed as such a Christmas movie. And then Holiday Affair, I watched and I really liked. It has Janet Leigh of Psycho fame. And it's about a single mom at Christmas, and she just wants to give her little boy a nice Christmas, and she's not really sure how she feels about her boyfriend. She knows he likes her more than she likes him. Anyhow, I just realized there's a 90s remake of this that I have seen, and I just jogged my brain. Oh, wait, because I put that on the list, Holiday Affair. And so it was a made-for-TV movie, so I want to watch both of those. And then I don't even know what these ones are about. I didn't watch them last year. All Mine to Give. It says 6 kids on a true and wonderful adventure. And then Blossoms in the Dust. This one has Greer Garson, who I've seen in the 40s Pride and Prejudice. So I do want to watch all of these. I love the idea of older vintage Christmas movies. Then Beyond Tomorrow, which is an older one. It's on YouTube. Come to the Stable. I think that's about nuns trying to build maybe an orphanage. Going My Way, I think that's a Bing Crosby one. I'll Be Seeing You. These are all older ones. And then, speaking of Babes in Toyland, I would like to add March of the Wooden Soldiers from 1934. This is a Laurel and Hardy. This is one that I grew up watching every Christmas. My dad really loved it, and so we would watch it every Christmas. I adore it. It is very unique. I know my husband was kind of like, what is this, when he watched it the first time. I really like it. The boys watched it with me last year and enjoyed it. Then Christmas in Connecticut, but not the older one. I watched that and didn't really love it, unfortunately, but I heard there's a 90s remake and I want to watch this. I want to see if I can find it. And then The Snowman, which is a really charming cartoon from the 80s. It's based on the wordless picture book, and it is beautiful. It's calm, it's cozy, and I love it. So like I said, I won't list off all the Hallmark movies on here because they just blend all together to me. So I am looking forward to this Christmas movie adventure, and you will be following along, and I will just let you know how everything goes. And I hope you have a great day and you're having a wonderful Christmas holiday season, and I'll be back for another video soon. Bye.